The Anya Hindmarch ice cream project is a yearly pop-up where you can buy scoops or tubs of ice cream, different ice cream flavours. If you're expecting to get flavours like vanilla, mint chocolate chip, this isn't going to be the pop-up for you. These are ice cream flavours that you would never think of. And the project works with all these big brands. Every year they have different flavours. So this year, some of the flavours include Jacob's mini cheddars, Oxo stock cubes, Paxo stuffing, and Green Giant sweet corn. I usually go every year to try the different flavours. Sometimes I do buy a whole tub. But this year I saw, and I don't know if they've done it before, but this year I saw that they do an afternoon tea where you can blind test all the flavours and see if you can get them right. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to book it. It's an afternoon tea. So I went with my cousin, Jade. And what it is, you get the 15 flavours in individual pots. You get a scoring sheet. I'm not going to show you the scoring sheet. It's on the other side of this because it's going to show you what some of the answers are. And on the sheet, you put what you think the flavour is and you give it a score out of 10. And then once you've tasted them all, the answer is at the bottom of each of the little scoops. So there's 15 flavours. I think it was, I'm just going to count them. I got 10 out of 15. And I thought I would get probably most of them because the flavours are you'd think they'd be quite distinct. But for example, butter, one of the flavours is Lurpak butter. And that turned out to be one of my favourite flavours. But it didn't taste of butter to me. I don't know. I mean, it tasted creamy and butter was creamy, but it didn't taste of butter to me. There were some that to me were quite obvious. Like one of the flavours is Muller strawberry yogurt. One of the flavours is Capri Sun orange, which is kind of more of a sorbet flavour. But there were some, like I said, that I just didn't get right. I think the sweet one, some of the sweeter profiles were quite similar. So I got those, I didn't get those right. And there was some, I think my worst one, I had three that I put at like 1 out of 10. Euthymal toothpaste, like why would you want to make an ice cream flavour that tastes like toothpaste? But Jade actually thought it wasn't that bad. I'm like, mm-mm. The coffee one, now I don't mind coffee, but this coffee flavour is very strong, almost to the point where it doesn't almost taste like coffee. Didn't like it. And then Oxo stock cube, because why would you? Why would you want a stock cube flavoured ice cream? Along with the 15 scoops, you get water and lemonade so that you can refresh your palate in between taste testing. You also get a couple of gingerbread rounds, and also there are some wafers as well that go with the ice cream, and sprinkles if you want sprinkles. Jade uses sprinkles. I'm not a big fan of sprinkles because they just kind of hurt and irritate my teeth. It's a really fun idea. When we got there, we sat outside because I booked outside because I was hoping the weather was going to be nice, and luckily it was. Because Anya Cafe, where this ice cream blind taste testing afternoon tea is, it's quite a small cafe, and I thought hopefully in June there'll be some nice weather. Luckily it was, and so we sat outside tasting the ice cream. And the shop where you can actually buy these ice creams is literally opposite where the cafe is. So if we wanted to, we could have gone to the shop and actually bought some of the larger tubs. But I might go back there at some point to try to buy a larger tub because the shop is open until I think it's the 16th of August. But what I will say, there was 1 year when they actually had to close earlier because they sold out of everything. They sold out. So if you do want to try out some of these flavors, I would say get there sooner rather than later. When we got there, we were a little bit early, but there was quite a sizable queue, and this was about coming up to midday. But the afternoon tea, I love this idea, especially in the summer where it's supposed to be warm, but it's just a fun thing to do. Test your taste buds. So I would recommend it. If you want to try this afternoon tea, I have put a link in the description of this video so you can book it. They do walk-ins, but I would say probably book it because I think it's going to be quite popular. Let me know in the comments if you would try this afternoon tea. Until next time, Kate lovers.